Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
Enjoy Nightingale.
And today we've landed right here in Staten Island. Now, whenever me and Joy go on our adventures, zoos and aquariums are higher on that list.
Yep.
In New York City, we went to a zoo in almost every borough and the New York City Aquarium as well. All the ones in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, and the Bronx are all part of the World Conservation Society. But Staten Island here also has its own zoo, but we never went to it. It is a AZA accredited zoo, meaning it does good. It helps try to repopulate animals, protect the environment, stuff like those things.
Yep.
So that's what we're here to do today. We, for the first time ever, are going to check out the Staten Island Zoo.
Oh my God.
And we're going to bring you along with us to check out the Staten Island Zoo. Hopefully you like this kind of thing. If you do, you should like this video, subscribe to our channel. Over 500 videos up now. And comment down below, what is your favorite zoo in the country? All right, but it's time to do this. Step right up, let's go for this ride. She's already going. From looking at the map, we can see that the map is a smaller zoo. But you know what they say, smaller doesn't mean it's not better. As the time of recording this, the main entrance, which is on Broadway, is closed. So we came in the back jack on Clove Road, and we had to make sure we snap a photo of the map to help the environment. They're not handing out paper mats, so it says take a photo of this map, so you have it to experience the zoo. Starting off with some extinct animals, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and my favorite, a Brontosaurus. Yes?
But it also gives its name.
Brontosaurus, also known as the Apatosaurus. But it says it, Brontosaurus. Growing up, that was my favorite dinosaur. They still have it. It is real. I told you it's real. Remember, kids, don't climb on the tortoise. Not that you're gonna hurt the tortoise. He's strong and made of metal, but you may fall and injure yourself. It looks like the tortoise at one point was a fountain. He has a nozzle coming out of his mouth like he would have been spraying water. Amur Valley, land of the leopards. And there it is, the leopard.
It's like, I want to go in. It's cold.
I do see spots before my eyes. Joy's trying to befriend the leopard and have it come say hi to us. It wants nothing to do with us.
Nope. See? Run away.
I do see spots before my eyes. We positioned ourselves to get a better view of the leopard. This garden bed, you might think this is the play area, but what this actually is their beehive. We can see some bees spinning around the hives. It talks about different kinds of bees for these honey hives. We have workers, the queen drone bees. Looking at all three hives, they actually named all the queen bees for all their hives. The purple hive has Queen Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The yellow is Queen Elizabeth B. And the green is Queen Beyonce. And as we sit here, we can see the honeybees actually swarming around the hives. And you know what that means, Joy?
There's a buzz around it.
There is a buzz about it, but you also have to behave. There's random stairs going down with paw prints and otters. I like otters. Hopefully this is promising. We've come into an otter enclosure. I personally don't see any otters though.
No.
But we found the otter enclosure. And this would have been North American river otters.
So they can hold their breath underwater for up to 8 minutes.
I can beat that, you know why?
You're still talking.
You know why I can beat that?
Why?
Because I'm not in the water. It looks like they're working on this enclosure. But these two little birds are like, hello, can we have some water? This is where I live. I need some water down here. Children's Zoo is themed like an old farm. We have a barn and a silo to our right. When we have watermelon, you know what that means? We must have some waterfowl. I found you. I was looking for you. Yeah, and you too. You too. I like you both. I know. In Critter Corner, it looks like we got a bunch of peacock.
One that has the white and the black.
Leucistic one here has the different colorations. Oh, you wanted to put on a show? The one peacock, looking all attentively, doesn't like there's little sparrows flying in its enclosure. When they do, it gets all aggressive and runs around. You can see the little sparrows up there on the wood beam. He's like, you don't belong in my house. In another enclosure, we have our second tawny frogmouth of the day. Now, most people heard of Punxsutawney Phil, the weather-telling, predicting groundhog of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. But in Staten Island, we have Staten Island Chuck. It looks like he came out, did his business, and he went back home. I like his little house, has some solar panels, very energy efficient groundhog here. Chuck took the day off today of telling us the weather. Instead, they have it written right here for us. See, he came out, wrote it out.
We're done.
You don't have to follow blindly. You don't need to be sheep. Okay, maybe you do, because you're sheep. It is sunny out. We are enjoying this sun. That is all we care about right now. I'm going to chew my cud and just lay here. It says Shetland wool, said to be the warmest of all wool. Shearing one sheep can make 3 sweaters for a kid. And they want their haircuts in the spring to stay cooler for themselves. Hey, Goose. Goose, how you doing, Goose? When I was a little boy, Goose, I had the same exact sandbox as you do.
This goose looks so cool. It's crazy, like how dull the gray, but then how bright yellow that beak is. Ooh.
Hey. I've never been this close to kangaroo before. Look at them. Hey, buddy, how you doing? It is the beginning of spring as filming, and it looks like all these animals are very much more interested in enjoying the sun than any of the people here taking in their wonder. Isn't that right, kangaroos? Emu's like, come look at me. Why are you looking at the kangaroos? If the emu bothers you, just kick him. I heard you have strong legs. I'm talking to the kangaroos, not you, Joy. In front of the barn, we have a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. He's on his own little hammock here. It looks like it's actually made out of old firefighter hoses.
Yeah, like they took the pallet, took off the
wood, and then just made a little hammock out of a pallet.
Just what's supporting him.
We went around the enclosure. Look at that piggy's cute little face and little pink nose. Don't you want to kiss that little piggy nose? Right when I said that he got up, I must have got him excited. Or else he's like, no one's kissing my nose. Oh, the piggy wants to eat some food. He's a happy little piggy. You can see him wagging his tail. When you looked at that pot-bellied pig, did you say, that's a large pig?
Kinda. And cute.
But he's not as big as this Mangalista pig. We have 2 of them.
That's a big.
Them sleeping looks as happy as a pig in mud. Well, they're not in the mud. The mud's right there, and they're over here.
The crossbreed.
What is it a crossbreed of?
It's crossbreed Hungarian breed, European wild boar, and Siberian hog breed. Thick coat of curly fur. It can withstand cold temperatures.
But it doesn't mean it doesn't enjoy the sun.
Oh, no.
The pigs are up. The pigs are up. People are throwing food in. The pigs are like, I'll wake up from my nap for that. It's like, you're awake. Now go play in the mud. Someone doesn't want to share their food today. Sharing is caring. Look at you, Joy, sitting on a couch. Get it? Because it's part couch, part cow. So it's a couch. I'm a little starstruck. I love wrestling. And this bird is the women's champion in WWE. You see, it's a Rhea. It's not Rhea Ripley. It's the greater Rhea. Sorry, Rhea Ripley. This Rhea is greater. Another part of the children's zoo is the kids' corral for $3. Kids come in and play with the animals. This is an added fee. The zoo itself is only $10 for adults, less for kids, so it's affordable. Spending $3 extra to come play with some animals in the kids' corral isn't bad. Coming around the bend from the kids' corral, we come to the horse barn. You know what that means? It means we have alpacas and ponies. This alpaca didn't want its video taken. No, going. When you were just a little pony, did your mama sing you, pony boy, won't you be my pony boy? Joy made a friend. That's good, because this pony looks really sad. You know why it's sad?
Why?
Because everyone tells it, hay is for horses. But it's like, but I'm a pony. Did you ever see a pony play rollover before, like a dog? Feel good? You got that itch? These little seed pods, when I was a little boy, I called them itchy balls. What did you all call them growing up? Comment down below. You all might have tuned in to see animals at the zoo, but this bamboo forest is cool, and this flowering tree in bloom is absolutely beautiful. I'm happy. This zoo has my favorite bird of all birds, a red-tailed hawk. I think they're so majestic. It's funny how something could be so beautiful and graceful, yet so powerful all in one. One of the coolest raptors there are. Since you're in the front, we're going to take in your beauty for a few minutes, okay? You might be like, why is this red-tailed hawk not in the wild? Well, looking at from what we can see, it looks like it only has one eye. It's probably not safe to release it. We made our way to the Broadway side of the zoo. This entrance is closed, but it is set up that it should be the main entrance. As you can see, you come in to the big buildings. It's a lot more of a grand entrance. America's national bird. I really could relate to this bird because we're both bald on top. It always fascinates me if you hear a bald eagle, I don't want to say speak, make sound. It doesn't sound majestic like the movies portray it. Whenever you hear a bald eagle, caw caw in a movie, they're actually replacing the sound of it. Because when you hear a bald eagle, it sounds quite funny. You'd think with a beak like that, you'd sound more majestic. And these bald eagles are in the zoo, also like that red-tailed hawk, because it's not safe to release them in the environment. They wouldn't make it. You can measure your wingspan to a bald eagle's. I gotta stretch. And this eagle is very suiting. Whenever me and Joy are at a park or a zoo or anything that has an Eagle Scout project, because Boy Scouts, I feel, is the biggest accomplishment I ever was, making an Eagle Scout. And this was an Eagle Scout Alexander Siprut's Eagle Scout project. It has to be the first bald eagle Eagle Scout project I have ever seen. About to make our way into the first building. It looks like we have the African savanna and the tropical forest. And now the bald eagles won't shut up. Right in the building, Atlantic Coast Tank, presented by the Staten Island Tuna Club. We have a choice. We have a tropical rainforest or Africa. Where do you want to head first, Joy? We have some black and white ruffed lemurs. As we're filming, the zookeeper is in the enclosure, so they seem more fascinated by their zookeeper. Oh, it's food time. Coming to Africa was a good choice because we have a fennec fox. A sleeping fennec fox, but nonetheless, we found him. How cool, you still see the ears, attent, upright, trying to be concerned. It's funny, living here, it's not like it has to worry about predators or anything. For a small building, they really do make some good theming, like the little hut we could go in to look at the meerkats. See? There's meerkats. And a decoy duck. I love all their enrichment activities, these tubes. Look at this meerkat playground. King Julius, we found you. We found the ring-tailed lemurs. This is the first animal as interested in us looking at them as they're looking at us. Here they come. Here they come. African bullfrog, and he's not hard to miss. He's hanging out under this log. But I have a question for you all to ponder. If he's an African bullfrog, does that mean there's African cow frogs? I was already excited when I saw this porcupine, but then I realized hanging out in the porcupine enclosure, we have tons of bats. Okay, maybe not tons, less than 10. But there's bats here too. These fish like to band together because they're banded. The emperor tamarin is grooming its tail as we speak. And you could tell that it's very good at grooming itself with how well maintained its mustache is. I really want this guy not to be sleeping. It's called a phocis. I've never seen one of these in a zoo before. It looks like a cat, but it's more related to a mongoose. In case you're wondering what I meant, look at that face. But it says more closely related to a mongoose. We have the binturong looking at us, also known as the bear cat. Keith Lee, is that you? Beautiful toucan. I shall name you Sam, Mr. Toucan. Do you like your name? We can slowly hear the toucan. It's interesting, it makes the sound without having to open its beak. Hey buddy, you know what they say? Monkey see, monkey do. Here we have some TT monkeys. White-eared TT monkeys. We have Jeffrey's marmoset. It doesn't belong to Jeffrey, it's just the name of the species. Okay, man, I almost missed this path. Oh, it looks like we have some more bats. And these bats are very active. so tiny, cuddled together, hanging from the ceiling. And these are the short-tailed, leaf-nosed bats. Blind fish?
Yeah.
Where? I can't see them. Imagine, lived in caves so long that evolution made them went, yeah, you don't need eyes anymore. You're good without them in the dark. Both the African area and the tropical forest area had really cool theming in their enclosures. But I like as we enter this part of the building, it has a really old zoo feel with the cool mosaics. We're learning about the species survival plan. This zoo, along with other zoos around the country, are helping keep species that are going endangered alive. And some of the items that they're showing that existed were pretty creepy. Key West clear green turtle soup. On the sides it says, direct from sea to kettle. I don't want to eat a sea turtle. I know what you're saying.
What?
So we saw some cats, we saw some monkeys. We're having a good time at the zoo. We saw a fox. We need to see something crazy like a crocodile.
Well, yeah.
Well, here we have a Chinese crocodile lizard, since it's what you asked for. That's not what you meant?
No, I meant like an actual crocodile.
I don't know. And this is a beaked snake. And Staten Island Zoo is one of the few zoos in America that has one of these. Look at this cute little rattlesnake. He's like, respect my authority. Look at your cute little rattle. You know what's cool than one eastern diamondback rattlesnake? Two of them, and even cooler when one of those is albino. This cobra was never taught manners because it's a spitting cobra. Don't you know you're not supposed to spit? I think he's just jealous because he's not the king cobra. King Cobra's like, I ain't got anything to worry about, I'm gonna sleep. We have a banded Egyptian cobra. And like I said, the zoo likes some theming. So we have an Egyptian theme to its enclosure. This is the jaw of a brown egg-eating snake. And we can see how the snake could open its jaw to eat a whole egg. That's equivalent to a human swallowing a watermelon. Can you swallow a watermelon? One side was more of the snakes, the other side of the reptile wing is more lizards and turtles. We have stuff like iguanas, monitors, Indian star tortoises. You can see they get the name from the star pattern on their back. These ones want a little romaine lunch. These are some Colorado river toads.
Where's the armadillo?
And the Mexican beaded lizard. We found a lot of those Mexican beaded lizards and more of the toads. There's so many down here. That's why I think the Roadrunner, it stays up high all day long and hangs out. They're becoming everyone's favorites. We had to show them axolotls. We have giant Asian pond turtles and Chinese alligators. These aren't like those Chinese crocodile lizards I was trying to pass off as big reptiles. These are real alligators. The Chinese alligators were cute and small, but these American alligators, you don't want to mess with them. Well, maybe you do. I actually want to pet an alligator and play with it. Do you want to play fetch with me? We have a giant Galapagos turtle shell. They called it Jalap. We have a timeline of the life of Jalap. Figure Jalap came into Staten Island Zoo to celebrate the zoo's 1-year anniversary. And all the things that happened in Jalap's life. In 1947, Jackie Robinson joins the Brooklyn Dodgers. In 64, the Verrazano Bridge opens. In 69, Neil Armstrong walks on the moon. In 1983, Jalap battle with cancer gains national attention. Sadly, Jalapy didn't make it. And we lost Jalapy in 1983. But we can still take in Jalapy's shell. We have a scrapbook of Jalapy. Look how tiny it was when we first came to the zoo. It's having issues. You see, they created a little skateboard scooter for it to get away. Above our head, we have a model of a skeleton of a big snake. If you want to face your fears of a snake, you can stand here and it signals the sound. It's coming to get you, Joy. It's coming to get ya. It's interesting for me to be at the Staten Island Zoo looking at all these snakes. When I was a little boy, we were visiting my great aunt at a nursing home here in Staten Island, and me and my dad were walking around the property outside of the nursing home, and I was on his shoulders, and a snake came out and bit him in the leg, and blood was pouring out my dad's leg. It wasn't venomous, but it just ran across the trail, bit him, and ran away. Or slithered away, let's say. It didn't run. You know what I meant. So when I think of snakes and being bit by snakes, I always think of Staten Island. And there is a gift shop and a cafe here at the zoo. Maybe get some chicken fingers and a t-shirt. Normal zoo foods, hamburgers, chicken, grilled cheese, hot dogs, French fries, and cute little animals at the gift shop. In the center of the park, we actually have Conservation Carousel. And I like this one because they're not just horses. We have all different animals on this carousel. You could ride a log with a koala, a sun bear, an eagle, even it looks like an albino baby rhino. I mean, come on, even a poison dart frog. That's pretty awesome. And I like the shields along the top. Have an elephant, chimpanzee. Pretty artwork. Even have a wheelchair accessible area on the carousel. And with this carousel, if you have a little child, an infant in fact, we actually have an infant seat, the Flamingo, maximum weight 75 pounds. Joy's gonna ride the tiger, and I'm gonna monkey around. It has a weight limit way less than my weight, so I can sit on a bench. Trying to think back of all of our other carousels, is this Joy's first time riding a tiger? Joy, I feel safe. That tiger's coming to get me and the monkeys, but we're going as fast as that tiger's going. Look at the mandrill, it has a little baby mandrill. I love some of these small things like the seahorses. The capybara's out. Figure the world's largest rodent. He's just having some chow or some water from his bucket. It's a cool area where you can see snakes and wood frogs, and you can learn about all the different animals. We have one last animal to come see, the foxes. We have two red foxes over here and one Arctic fox sleeping over here. The red foxes might be awake and attentive, but they are still laying down. Hey, buddy. Hey, you want to come over here and say hi?
You do? Come on. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing we don't walk away, Joy. He's coming to say hi to you. In between the two trees, we use some like burlap. It has a cute little hammock to lay down in.
And there we go.
This zoo was so cute. It is a tiny zoo, but it's not that much money. So it is a good, like, you got a few hours, you got some kids, come check out the zoo. I liked it. It's another zoo that's doing good for the environment.
Oh, yeah.
I like it more for the animal kingdom. It's a positive. I would recommend it. You're in Staten Island? Don't skip the zoo. So it finally has happened. Joy and I have documented the Bronx Zoo, the Central Park Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo,
Yep.
Flushing Meadow Zoo,
Yeah, in Queens.
the New York Aquarium at Coney Island, and now it is all done. We have accomplished them all. The Staten Island Zoo. It's our first time here. Our first time bringing you here. But now, every New York City zoo and aquarium
Done.
have been documented. If you want to see them, we have tons of zoos and aquariums. We actually have a zoo playlist you could go see to see all the zoos here and around the country we went to.
All the zoos and aquariums in the city or like around by us. Been there, done that.
Yeah, we've done them all. I think we could call this one too today, Joy.
Yeah.
The Staten Island Zoo. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels
Good eats.
and live life. Hello there, swamp puppy. How you doing today? I think the snake's trying to be my friend. It's trying to give me a hug. Yeah.